Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin has been pumping like crazy, but it is running into the most important resistance of this market cycle, and I'll explain why in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a quick update here on the weekly Bitcoin chart. And as of right now, this massive bullish divergence on the weekly Bitcoin chart is still currently playing out. And now, obviously, for those of you who have been watching my videos for the last 2 to 3 months, you will know that I've been talking about this massive bullish divergence ever since down here at around $16,000. But in case you're new to this channel, this bullish divergence is actually the largest bullish divergence in Bitcoin's entire price history. And so obviously this is going to have significant effects on the price of Bitcoin, just like this massive bearish divergence that we experienced throughout 2021. And obviously that had strong bearish effects on the price of Bitcoin. But right now we are seeing the exact opposite of that. And usually these giant divergences on the weekly time frame play out over multiple months. And so this bullish divergence on the weekly Bitcoin chart, once again, is still currently playing out. It is still active while the RSI here is trending to the upsides. And now if you zoom into the daily Bitcoin chart, right now as I've recorded this video, the price of Bitcoin is running into this important area of resistance, which I've got here in between 24.3k going up towards around 25.2k. And this area of resistance is based on these previous highs. First of all, the lower end at around 24.3k based on this local high just here, and the high end of this range of resistance at around 25.2k is based on this previous high back here that we saw in the middle of August. And on top of that, if you're going back to May 2022, this did also act as a bit of support for the price of Bitcoin in that massive wick to the downside. And the reason why this resistance is so important for the price of Bitcoin to confirm a breakout above is because throughout history, we usually end up seeing bear market bottoms confirm that the bear market is over once we see a strong breakout in the Bitcoin price out of this bottoming range above these horizontal levels of resistance. For example, if you're zooming into the 2014 to 2015 Bitcoin bear market, we can clearly see this bottoming range where the price of Bitcoin basically hit a bottom and chopped around kind of sideways for quite a long time. And in fact, what is interesting, during the 2014 to 2015 Bitcoin bear market, we actually saw 2 major lows in the price of Bitcoin. But as you can see, a large portion of this bottoming out phase was a lot of choppy sideways price action, a lot of bullish price action and bearish price action, but not really a significant downtrend. But we clearly had a significant area of resistance, and basically the moment the price broke above this resistance just here, which was previous support all the way back here during the 2014 bear markets, then at that moment that we saw that breakout, that essentially confirmed that the bear market bottom has already taken place, and we confirmed a larger bullish trend beginning, which of course led into the 2016 to 2017 Bitcoin bull market. And now the next Bitcoin bear market was the 2018 Bitcoin bear market, and this is the bottom of that bear market at the end of 2018 entering into early 2019, and we can obviously see a very similar thing. Of course, we saw a massive drop to the downside in the Bitcoin price, and then mostly choppy sideways price action. But this time around, rather than forming almost 2 horizontal lows, we actually formed a slightly higher low in the Bitcoin price. So of course, bottoms are going to be a little bit different from each other. They're not going to be the exact same, but we can clearly see similarities. For example, this horizontal range of resistance pushing the price down on multiple occasions here until the moment we saw a strong breakout, a clear breakout above all of these previous highs, above this horizontal range of resistance, because obviously at that point during early April 2019, that was essentially the signal telling us that we have already bottomed for the bear market. The bottom has already taken place, and we are beginning a much larger bullish trend, which lasted over the next multiple months. And now in this case, in early 2019, of course, that wasn't really a massive bull market. market that led to new all-time highs, but it was still a larger bullish trend on the daily time frame. We ended up seeing around a 300% gain in the price of Bitcoin, and of course, it also confirmed the bottom of the 2018 Bitcoin bear market. And now, if you're going back to the present day, I'm sure you can see a lot of similarities. Once again, the bottom's not going to look the exact same as previous Bitcoin bottoms, but there are clearly some similarities here. For example, we've seen a lot of choppy sideways price action ever since around June 2022, because clearly we saw a massive move to the downside during June 2022. But since then, obviously, we have seen a decent amount of bullish and bearish price action, but for the most part, we've pretty much been chopping around sideways since June. And obviously, everyone who has been dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin since June is currently in profits. And once again, right now, the price of Bitcoin is running into this important horizontal resistance range, which was also acting as previous support, kind of like that 2015 example just here. And like I said, if we end up seeing a confirmed breakout above this resistance, a clear breakout above these previous highs, then that would essentially confirm that the bottom has already taken place and we're potentially beginning a much larger bullish trend. Now, once again, like the 2019 example, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that we're going to run straight to all-time highs, because we did not do that during 2019. But once again, what it does mean is that it signals a much larger bullish trend beginning and the bottom of the bear market if we see a confirmed breakout above 25k, which hasn't happened just yet. And so while we wait for this potential breakout in the Bitcoin price, it is important to remain cautious and important to remain patient while we potentially wait for this breakout, because right now on the daily Bitcoin chart, while the price is running into this resistance, we are also potentially seeing an extension of this bearish divergence on the daily Bitcoin charts, because obviously the price action just formed a higher high while the RSI on the daily time frame is still currently forming lower highs. And now it is important to mention that even though this bearish divergence is potentially continuing to form, it's essentially extending, but right now it has not yet confirmed, because we have not confirmed this lower high in place in the daily Bitcoin RSI. For example, if the price action continues pumping to the upside, which drags up the RSI here, then if we simply make a higher high in the RSI, obviously we have no more bearish divergence. So in order to reconfirm this larger bearish divergence on the daily time frame, we essentially need to confirm some sort of lower high in place here in the daily Bitcoin RSI, which means 1 to 2 daily candle closes in the red, confirming a top in the RSI. So like I said, this is something to pay attention to and something to be a little bit cautious about in the shorter term while it's potentially forming, but at least for now, it has not yet confirmed. And so potentially in the coming days could be a deciding moment for the price of Bitcoin, whether we eventually confirm this bearish divergence or eventually see a confirmed breakout above this resistance. Either way, we are definitely reaching a deciding moment very soon in the price of Bitcoin. And as for support and resistance levels and price targets as well on the daily Bitcoin charts, once again, we have this resistance that I just spoke about. We also have support levels which have not changed since my last few videos. So if you're new to the channel, check out those recent videos if you want to know levels of support on the daily time frame. And as for potential price targets, if we see a confirmed breakout above 25.2k, the top of this area of resistance, then I would actually be targeting towards this price area just here. The lower side is at around 28,500 and the higher side is just above 30,000. So close to 30k is potentially where we're heading next. Once again, if we actually see a confirmed breakout above 25.2k first. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the daily ETH to US dollar chart. And right now, as of recording this video, the price of ETH is running into important resistance, but not necessarily as important as the resistance that Bitcoin is running into. And that's because the resistance that Bitcoin is running into is kind of equivalent to this resistance level up here for the price of ETH, which is sitting close to $2,000. So at least as of right now, the price of ETH is a little bit behind on breaking through some of these resistance levels. First of all, this resistance that we're running into right now is coming into play in between 1650 to 1.7k. So we still need to see a confirmed breakout with at least a daily candle close above 1.7k in order to head up to the next area of resistance, which is sitting at approximately 1.8k. And above that level, then I'll be watching closer towards $2,000 as resistance once again. And as for support levels, these have not changed since my last few videos. So once again, if you're new to the channel and you want to know support levels on the daily time frame, then check out my last few videos here on the channel. And now, while we're on the daily Bitcoin chart, taking a look at the volume profile indicator and also the fact that obviously the price bounced perfectly at this 1.5k support level, which obviously, as I've explained recently on the channel, was a very important level for the price to bounce at. And now that the price of ETH has bounced from that level, we've actually broken above multiple levels of resistance here in the volume profile indicator. So once again, 1.7k is the main level to focus on right now when it comes to resistance, with support at around 1.5k. And now, if you're looking at the daily Ethereum RSI, we have finally just seen a confirmed breakout above this descending line of resistance, which is technically a bullish signal. This is the first sign of strength since we began this pause from the bullish trend. And once again, as I've been saying pretty much this entire time, we are still technically within a larger bullish trend here on the daily time frame. It's just we were due to see a pause from the trend, basically a cool off, because the RSI on the daily time frame was getting extremely overbought, telling us we're due to see a bit of a pause from the trend before potentially resuming later on. And right now, this breakout signal in the daily RSI is a signal telling us that we're potentially about to resume this bullish trend. But ideally, it would be even better if we actually form higher highs in the daily RSI, because that would be further confirmation of strength beginning to grow here in the bullish direction. And now, when it comes to technical price targets, staying on the daily time frame, but right now we are potentially forming a bullish flag pattern in the price of ETH. And in order for this pattern to confirm and activate the technical price target to the upside, we would need to see a confirmed breakout above around 1.7k, because once again, that is where this resistance is sitting at right now, with support for this pattern once again at around 1.5k. And as for the technical price target for this pattern, once again, if we see a confirmed breakout above around 1.7k, then that would set up a technical price target at around 2.1k. So from the point of the breakout to that technical price target, that's a possible 26 to 27% move to the upsides. But obviously, between now and then, we have those other areas of resistance that I just spoke about on the daily time frame, which do have the potential to stop or pause that movement to the upsides. And once again, that technical price target is not yet in play. It only becomes active if we see a confirmed breakout above 1.7k first. And now, if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.